Hello everyone, we are Beautiful with the Heart or BWAH from Asia Pacific College. We are going to discuss the pros and cons of PayPal's technology stack.
PayPal is an online financial service that allows you to pay for items using a secure internet account. We chose to research about the technology stack of PayPal. The technology stack used by PayPal are: for your application and data, we have Python; for utilities, Bitbar; for DevOps, we have Bitbucket, Crashlytics, Puppet Labs, OpenStack, Apache Mesos, and Nemo.js. And for business tools, we have Jira, Fogbugs, and Product Plan. The pros of using Python is that it is an easy-to-use programming language and it is great for visualizing data. However, Python has a speed limitation unlike other programming language, and at the same time, its simplicity makes it difficult to switch to languages with complex syntax such as Java. The pros of using Bitbar is that it is the best deployment health and provides the best coverage of devices globally, which can directly help run PayPal since it handles money. It is important for it not to encounter any error. The cons of Bitbar is that their dashboard runs slow and it lacks support.
Bitbucket and PayPal integration generates invoices and automatically process payments in PayPal, boost efficiency of your internal processes, and automate your operation in Bitbucket. For the pros of Bitbucket, it has a continuous integration, and for the cons, some key important features require third-party add-ons such as reporting and charts. For the Crashlytics and PayPal, reviewers found PayPal easier to use. However, Crashlytics is easier to set up and administer, and reviewers also prefer doing business with Crashlytics overall. For the pros of Crashlytics, it has a bundling errors of the same kind across multiple versions, and for the cons is UI is not updated.
Pros of Puppet Labs. The syntax is very easy to read. It is very useful for basic programmers because syntax is very easy to read. Next, it is easy to understand. Since the syntax is easy to read, it is easy to understand. Cons of Puppet Labs. There is a steep learning curve for the first-timer users. Next is it does not always work well with other softwares.
For the pros or advantage of the Mesos, first one, it offers numerous frameworks to work with because you may use many kinds of tasks if you install the Mesos on your server. And for the second, there is a good community or bigger community growing around it. And for the next, the cons or the disadvantage of the Apache Mesos, they are not focusing on web development. And second, they don't have a better support for a Mesos executor.
Nemo.js advantages are: it allows to virtually control any browser on any software that communicates with the hardware and allows other programs to run. It also has an easy interface for adding new functions. Lastly, it is an open source tool, which means that the source code is openly published for use from its original design without paying. For its cons, it, its performance bottlenecks with heavy computation tasks and has callback hell issue. Jira is used in PayPal as one of its business tools. Its advantages are: it helps to find, track, and record computer bugs. It provides information about the dates and status of the project. It is mainly used to track projects. The disadvantages, however, are: it will need a lot of navigation to do tasks, and it is not good for mobile use. It only has a limited size to upload a file. Once it is more than 10 MB, it will not allow it.
And for the pros or advantage of the Fogbuzz, first one, it is made from the developer perspective. Second one, it has a nice feature of flowcharting. And for the cons or disadvantage of the Fogbuzz, the workflow capability is very limited to the original implementation and could use a refresh and extension of the capabilities. And for the second, the pricing model doesn't fit for the client's usage.
Pros of product plan. First, it is interactive and you can easily go through the software. Second, it is visual. It shows people visual of the actual plan. Third, it can be easily shared. Cons of product plan. Limited source of root sheet. There are only limited root sheets in the product plan. Second, bars roadmap spaces. There are spaces in the roadmap that creates error.